trying to clear some space, at least an inch, between my bumper and my front tire. Okay. What I did was I took off the bumper. By the way, how you take the bumper off is these 4 bolts right here and these 4 bolts here. Okay, so you got 8 nuts that you have to take off, and then you have to disconnect the fog light on the driver's side. After that, the whole bumper just comes off. Now, these big plates right here, what I'm doing is I'm creating at least an inch of space between this plate and the vehicle. Okay, so what I did was I got, I got a 50 pack of flat washers, 1/2 inch. Okay, they look like this. And what I did was I took out these bolts here, and it was a 10mm here, but for some reason I can't get that one back on. It's hard, so I just didn't put it back on. But it's a 10mm here too. You pull this off and you're gonna have 4 studs sticking out, and what I did is I put 4 washers stacked on each one, and I torqued it down to about 70 foot-pounds, 70-80 foot-pounds, probably 70. I used a impact drill, so technically I don't know how much I torqued it down to, but I know it's over 70 to 80 pounds because I used a torque wrench and it snapped off, without, like it clicked off without turning the bolt. Okay, and I put Loctite on these too. Since I can't bolt them all the way down, I put Loctite on them also. If you go here, you can see the stack. I have 4 there, and it's like 4 in there, and then it's 4 here, and then it's 4 in there also. I've already did the other side too, as you can see. It's 4 under there, 4 in there, and then 4 there, and then like I said, it's 4 into this one also. I also used the impact on those 4 nuts with Loctite, blue Loctite, and I put the torque wrench to 80 and it clicked off before it turned the bolt, so obviously it's over 80. On this side, you have to actually take off these 4 nuts and these 2 10mm. I actually got these back through. It's just that one that's right there, I couldn't get that one through, but I don't think it's gonna hurt anything. These nuts here and the ones here are 18mm, and the 2 here are 10mm. So I'm gonna take 5 more washers and put them on all 4 of these studs. So 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And I'm gonna do 5 on these 3, and then I'll do 5 here, 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 here. With 4 on the bottom and 5 on the top, that's 9. It's still not a full inch, so I may do 1 more to get it as close as possible. That'll be what, 7/8 of an inch, and put one more here. So instead of 5, it may be 6. It just depends on how if I can actually get the bumper to go on with that many washers on it. We'll see. I need to make sure that the screws will actually bolt onto it also. So we'll go with 6 and see if that works, and if 6 doesn't work, we'll go with 5. And that should still be enough room. Let's get the bumper to the car. All right, guys, so I got the bumper back on, and as you can see, if you look up under here, you can see the 6. Can't see the other side, but you can see the 6 washers that I got on all 4 of these bolts. I haven't bolted it down tight yet. Over here, same thing. Got the 6 up under there. It's on all 4 of them. Got the 4. We got the 4 like here, and then we got the 6 in there, which are on all these bolts right here. 6 on those, 4 on those. Okay. If I can get a far back, let's see. So these bolts back here have 4 on them, and then these up here got 6. And then I got everything kind of dry fitted right now. Look over here. This right here is the harness that I was talking about. This for the fog lights. You just plug this back up. There you go. Just push that back in there, make it clip, and then push down on this tab, and it goes in its hole right there. Alright, so that's in. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take that nut out there so that I can tuck. I wanna tuck this behind this plastic right here. I'm gonna tuck it behind it. It'll pull it back some more. But you gotta take that screw out up there. I think it's an 8. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. I think it's an 8mm. We're gonna tuck that. Okay, so what I did was I tucked this plastic behind this ridge right here on the edge of the bumper. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a rivet. I'm gonna drill a hole through this and put a rivet right here so this doesn't come out. I got all the bolts and everything, screws back in it. And if you look on this side, it's not behind it. I don't think it technically is supposed to go behind it, but I'm putting it behind it because it clears. It'll clear the tire when I do that. You can see where the tire rubbed it at from turning it, but once I push it up in there, it's not gonna touch it. And then I'll tighten everything else back up. All right, guys, so we got this side tucked in too. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tighten down all these bolts. I'm gonna tighten them down with my impact, and then I'm gonna click them off, I don't know, to like 80 or something like that. All right guys, so we got the bumper back on. It does leave a slight little gap here, you know, and it's offset right here. Instead of it being up here, it's back, you know. Go over here, everything else is pretty good. Little gap. And then, you know, that offset again, like I said, because we moved the bumper forward. So what we're gonna do is turn the tire to see if it touches. All right, go ahead. And it does not touch. That's as far as it'll go. All right, so that's full lock, and it's not touching. All right, turn it back straight. Let's go to the other side. Let's see if the other side's the same. It's touching a little bit. That's all the way? It's touching a little bit, but not bad. All right, come back out. Turn it back out. But right there, see, it's not really touching, to be honest with you. and that's pretty good. So guys, I got the tires to fit. It's basically locking all the way left and right without touching, and I didn't have to lift it. I just moved the bumper. Alright guys, so to finish it off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 rivets here. Show you how I did it. Just put in and one here like that. Then we're going to put plastic rivet in. Just push it through like that. There we go. Let's try it again. There we go. So these 2 rivets are going to hold that in there, and then we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, so that's how it looks with the 2 rivets holding it down, and we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Alright, on this side, put one here, then one here, and I have a third one here because it just looked like it was going to be a little loose. So we're going to put the rivets in here and snap those off too. Let's see. I got one here, and we'll go ahead and put the third one in there too. And then we're just going to cut those, pull those through, and we're done. So we got the bumper pushed forward, and the tire can turn left and right without scrubbing. It rides good. I love it. So let you take a look at it. It looks pretty good. Alright guys, JOATD, and I'm out.